A very good morning, children. I hope you all doing fine. I hope you've started revising English. Last time we did Unit 2.1 and 2.3. Both were poems. Today, children, we shall take up Unit 2.2 and 2.5. So if you look into your index, 2.2 is a lesson, a true story of sea turtles. And 2.5 is a poem, Autumn. Alright? So today we shall discuss and revise these two units. So let's begin. Now 2.2, the lesson name is A True Story of Sea Turtles. The author of this lesson is Bao Kadare and he belongs to the Sahyadri Nisarga Mitra. Okay, it's an organization, basically an organization that, takes care or preserves sea turtles. So beginning with the chapter, a little summary of it. Now this lesson is a narrative. Narrative means it's been told by someone. So the narrative, A True Story of Sea Turtles, written by Bao Kadare of the Sahyadri Nisarga Mitra, is a lesson on wildlife and ecology protection. The writer talks about his own experience when they went on a project. He and his volunteers found a pit of turtle eggs on a beach, and they make a project for a protection of sea turtles and their eggs. The campaign was in Vilas, Taluka, Madangarh district, Ratnagiri. And this was done with the support and cooperation of the Forest Department as part of the campaign. So you see here, we're talking about sea turtles and there was a danger to these turtles, no? Whenever the eggs were laid, people used to steal away the eggs. So they had to be preserved, they had to be protected. So steps were taken, okay? So this man, okay, Bao Kadare was the one who started off with this project, okay, in order to save the sea turtles. A few local people were especially appointed to look for turtle nest on the beach in the morning. When they came across any, they would carefully remove the eggs from the nest and bury them again in a similar way, but one protected with wire fencing. They had to watch over the protected nest to prevent theft. In that year, they could successfully protect 15 nests in this manner. Now, since the eggs were stolen, so what step was taken? They removed the eggs from those places and they used to bury it in a safer place, okay? And you can see this, they used to put the wiring, okay, wire fencing, okay, so that nobody would steal. And this area was actually protected so that nobody would steal the egg. Now when the babies hatched out the eggs, what an event that was. The whole village rushed to the beach to witness the spectacle. When the tiny turtles hatching ran across the silver sand to meet the rolling, boundless sea, what an ovation they received from the onlookers. Some of the elders in his villagers confessed that they had seen turtle eggs right from their school days. It was for the first time they had seen the hatchling rushing to the sea. Now what do you understand by this? Now, the eggs, once they were hatched, you can see the hatchling, the small sea turtle, the small babies are known as the hatchlings, okay? Now you can see here the whole village, the whole village would come to see the small hatchlings, okay? And the minute they used to come out of the eggs, children, they used to rush to the sea. You can see them moving towards the sea. These are the small hatchlings, okay? And some of the elder in the villages, they confessed that, they said, oh, we have never seen, these small hatchlings, Why? Because when the eggs were laid, the eggs were robbed. So nobody saw the young ones. So you can see this because of the project that, Bao came up with, all these, hatchlings were saved. Now the lesson even gives you a little more information about the sea turtle, that there are 7 types of it, okay, and 5 of them is found in India. So you can imagine how important our country is when you're talking about the sea turtles. So we have one, the olive ridley, okay, turtles nest along the entire coastline of Maharashtra. Then green turtles and aukbins have also been found. So you can see the different types of turtles here. An amazing characteristics of turtle is that when the female turtle reaches maturity, that is nearly after a gap of 15 years, she returns to the shore to lay their eggs at the same place where she was born. This is very amazing. The female turtle returns to the place where she was born to lay her eggs, okay? And the female comes on shore just to make a nest in the sand and lay her eggs, and immediately returns to the sea. So you can see here, she's laying her eggs, alright. This is another picture of the eggs being laid, and the eggs hatch after a period of 45 to 50 days using natural heat. She just lays the egg and she goes away. And how does the egg get hatched? It gets hatched in a natural way because of the heat. And innumerable dangers await the little hatchlings in the deep sea, and they have to face them all on their own. Now once these eggs are hatched, there is a danger to the hatchlings, no, the little ones. So even in the sea, when they move out, they all rush to the sea, the little hatchlings. So there is danger even in the sea. Their survival rate is therefore as low as just 1 or 2 turtles out of 1,000. Imagine, so many eggs are laid, out of that only 1 or 2 turtles survive, only 1 or 2 live. Now to conclude this, turtles, they perform an important function. They keep the sea clean, and thus they occupy an important place in marine ecology. So you have turtle playing a very important role because they keep the sea clean. And moving on, children, these are some pictures that I put in to make you understand, how much care and is taken to see that there is no danger to the sea turtles. So the villagers are made aware of this, and you see the villagers don't damage or harm them, all right, and they come out with different projects. So this is what you can see, the hatchlings here, okay. So this is the Angarla Turtle Festival. They have a festival also in order to make people aware. Now what are the steps that they have taken? They have started with, a novel concept, the Turtle Festival, or they call it the Kasa Mahotsav, okay. And here the tourists, come. Who are the tourists? The tourists are the people who come from the other countries. And they come and they see this festival. Now where do they stay? They stay in the villages itself. And that place is called the homestay. Okay, they started with homestay in the villages. So villagers, they open up their homes for these people. They pay there, they get a rent. You can see these are the homestay. These are the rooms where they stay. The tourists stay there and they enjoy the festival also. And in that festival, they make them aware how to protect. Okay, so they have Turtle Protection Fund. And by this, what happens? Money is collected and spent for the protections of the turtle. Okay, so this entire chapter gives you information about sea turtles and what are the different sea turtles and what has been done to protect them, to preserve them. So this is what chapter 2.2 is all about. Then we move on to our poem. We have the poem 2.5, Autumn. Yes, you all know this because you had studied this appreciation for your exam, for your orals. So the appreciation of the poem, in the poem Autumn, the poet Kalidas has beautifully described the advent of the autumn season in the country. Autumn is personified in the entire poem. He has compared autumn season to a slender and graceful maiden who has beautified herself in various ways. The imagery and the beautiful imaginative description of autumn shows the imagination of the poet. What is the rhyme scheme? The rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, H, G, H. The figure of speech that stands out is alliteration. She seems a slender maid who soon will be a woman grown. So alliteration is what, children? It is the alphabet that is repeated. So here SS is repeated, right? So the sound letter S is repeated for greater poetic effect. So you have your 5 points. As we've already discussed that you should have your 5 points in the appreciation and it should be written paragraph, okay, like a paragraph format. Then let's see some figure of speech. You have this: birds greet her with their cooing glad like a bracelet's tinkling song. So now you have the word here like, okay, so there's a direct comparison with the tinkling of a bracelet. So it's a simile, okay. So the bird singing is compared to the tinkling sound of a bracelet. The next, she seems a slender maid who soon will be a woman grown. So there's an indirect comparison, not a direct comparison. Direct comparison is simile, okay. Indirect comparison is metaphor. So she's compared to her slender maid. Then we have the next, she seems a slender maid who soon will be a woman grown. Now here you can see the alphabet S is repeated. So when the alphabet S is repeated, what is it? It's an alliteration. So the sound of letter S is repeated. Well, now this is in short, in summary, lesson 2.2 and this poem, The Autumn 2.5. So what I want you to do is you can look into the previous videos that were uploaded, children, and prepare yourself well for the exams, okay? Just a little saying that I want to share with you since it's your exam. It says, no one succeeds without effort. Those who succeed own their success to perseverance. All of us have to put an effort in order to succeed. You want to do well in your exams? You need to put an effort. You can't be, doing nothing and saying, oh, I will prepare myself, just like that for the exam. It doesn't happen that way, children. You need to put your effort. And those who succeed, they owe their success to perseverance. What is perseverance? When you don't give up. You have difficult situations? Yes, we all are going through difficult situations. But don't give up. Don't sit back and say, oh, I can't do anything about it, forget it. Alright? I advise you, please get up, take your books, start. Even if you have not started anything, you can start today. Alright? And don't give up. Because success comes to you only when you put effort. So thank you, children, for giving me your listening ear. God bless you.